Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to BCP Live. Hi, I'm Joey McWilliams. I am glad to get to visit with you tonight. Maybe you're watching us the day after or the day after that. That's fine. One way or the other, I'm glad that you have stopped by and are visiting because we have a really cool show tonight. We have some special guests on, including the person who is to the right of me on my monitor right now. I'll introduce her in just a moment. Do want to say that it is Taco Tuesday. That's right. I don't know if I've talked about that enough lately, but it is Taco Tuesday in the Patriot household. So we filled up with our tacos. I do enjoy. Tonight we went to Taco Casa. We also visit Taco Mayo on Taco Tuesday as well. So we have a fun time. Just letting you know that, hey, listen, I want to promote our local businesses, and those are a couple of our local businesses that we definitely do business with, especially on a night like tonight. Now, let's talk some local business with someone who knows a little bit more about local business than I do, someone who is in a position to tell us everything that we need to know. Did I say that right? Everything we need to know. It is Lisa Taylor with the Durant Industrial Authority. Lisa, do you know everything about local business?
Yes. Can I share everything about local business? No, but I'll share what I can. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to look. I just want to know if you knew everything. I have billed you as someone who knows everything about our Durant and local businesses. So I want to make sure it was not false advertising.
You know, I'd like to think I'm a know-it-all, but I'm really not. So yeah, there are many people that know much more about businesses here than what I do. I count on all of my partners every single day to keep me in line. So,
well, I keep up with what you're doing too online as much as anything. Although I appreciate getting to visit with you at Coffee Network, and I do want to promote Coffee Network for all the folks who are in the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce. You need to stop by on Wednesday mornings because it's a great way to connect with folks. In the meantime, when I'm not having coffee with Lisa Taylor and lots of other folks, I do get to see what's happening online, and you all have a renovated website, which looks pretty nice too.
Thank you very much. We in partnership with the city of Durant, the Durant Industrial Authority has a brand new redesigned website. Very proud of this. It has been months in the works. We hired Marketing Alliance out of Florida to design our new website. It has a lot of really great state-of-the-art features on there. It's ok-durant.org. In case you've not been there lately, go check it out. Have some great photos taken by Jason Ward with Storm the Beach. Pretty proud of those. A lot of different capabilities on this new website. If you are a company looking for somewhere to locate, you can go to our new website and run reports about our demographics, our workforce. You can see what the quality of life is here. Just so many nooks and crannies on there. Can't brag about it enough. We'll say we're still doing a few edits. Every now and then we're catching something on there that our partners did not catch along the way. So when you go check it out, if you do have some edits for us, you can email those to me, ltaylor@durant.org. My email is on the website. But yeah, it's exciting having that. We're trying to promote it. We have new social media accounts on Facebook and LinkedIn, and trying to send some breaking news on there. If you go catch one of those platforms, you'll see we've had some recent expansions. A couple of companies have expanded or moved into the Durant area over the last year. So just a lot of exciting stuff happening.
I want to talk about all those things, and I know that our time is, we have some time tonight. We have some more guests coming on after our section here a little bit later on. A fun night tonight here on BCP Live. Shout out to Danny, by the way. Danny, who gives a shout out to Lisa too. She's saying hi to you. Ronnie, thank you very much for saying hi tonight as well. Appreciate all the folks for watching. Thank you for supporting BCP Live. You were talking about photography. Man, it's nice to have the visual and get to see what all's happening. And you guys have some good photos up there.
Oh, we do. So proud of those. Again, Jason Ward took those photos for us. Got into some of our local manufacturing companies, Alliance Health, the schools, took some really great shots of different things. So be sure to go check those out. It's a really great site. Really excited about it.
Well, cool. Susan, hi, glad you're on tonight. You know, one of the things that we see as well, when we're talking about, visuals and different things, we get to connect online. I mean, it's an interesting time. 2021 has its, ups and downs with 2021. I think a positive, it's not 2020 anymore. But that having been said, we have so much of a web presence, and it's what allows me to even do the Bryan County Patriot, period. You guys are on social media too, and you have ways to connect with everyone in the Durant and the Bryan County area through social media.
We do. We have, I think, maybe a little less than a couple hundred followers so far. We just launched our social media last month. And we have been posting our breaking news stories about businesses and other things going on our social media. So I encourage you to get over there and follow those right now if you're not already. And then also the City of Durant has social media pages as well. So they carry some of the things that we're not focused on. So good way to find out what's going on in the community.
Yes, it is. Well, you talk about breaking news. I have some breaking news here on BCP Live tonight. So stick around for that. Hi, Sarah. Glad that you stopped by tonight. I really appreciate you visiting and letting us know you're here. We're visiting with Lisa Taylor, who is the director of the Durant Industrial Authority. I should just say DIA. It's a lot simpler, isn't it? I'm sorry. Yeah. The Durant Industrial Authority. And when we talk about reaching out and staying in contact with the folks in the community, I mean, we can use social media, we can use lots of different ways, but people can get in contact with the city and through some of these means too, if they have issues that they want to bring to the folks' attention, right?
Yeah, so we see a lot of things on social media. This is one of my pet peeves. We see a lot of, dirty laundry being aired over social media about different things. And I will take a second here and plug, if you are a resident of Durant and you have a complaint about potholes or things like that, try to refrain from posting those on social media. If you really want action about those things, you can go to durant.org and click on the citizen request tracker, I think it's called, and you can actually type in what your complaint there is, and they'll follow up on it. So that's the official way to complain about something to the City of Durant, is via that website. And there is an emergency number on there as well if you have, something that needs to be taken care of immediately.
I'm going to go ahead and speak unofficially, because I am not officially a member or employed by the City of Durant. So I will unofficially then give an addendum to that, if I may, because it's one of those things. I want to talk about new business and people who have businesses throughout the country that may want to invest in Durant at some point in time. One of the first places they go to social media. They're going to look and see what do we talk about on Facebook? What do we talk about on Twitter? What kind of pictures do we put up on Instagram? They don't even have to drive into Bryan County to know certain things about what is happening in Bryan County. Thank you, the internet. And so they can find out those things. I just want to encourage everyone, look, this is the way to do it. If there's an issue, fussing about it on Facebook didn't get it fixed. Okay. Taking a picture of your trash that may have been down the street a little bit didn't cause that trash can to automatically upright itself. So if you have issues like this, being able to stop by a citizen request tracker and be able to make your request known, that's probably a good way to do that. So Lisa, I hope that I didn't speak out of line too much there, and speaking as someone who is just a citizen, and I'm not going to get in trouble with the city for that, I don't think. So there you go.
I think you made some very valid points there. Beautification is another important thing. Folks, clean up after yourself. If there's trash, I've done it a zillion times since I've been here in Durant. If you see some trash blowing on the street, don't just walk by and gripe about it. Stop and pick it up and throw it in the trash. Or, we've got to clean up our city, be proud of where we live. And again, the airing the dirty laundry, I completely agree with you there, Joey. Facebook, social media is not the place for that. Let's do it the right way. If I'm a company looking to come to Durant, I've already seen the beautiful website we spent so much money and time and effort to build, that's telling me what a wonderful place Durant is to, live and do business. And then I click over to social media and I just check for Durant on there, and I start seeing the comments that are being made that are negative from the people that live here, and it's just, don't do it.
Yeah, you want it to be good. Well, I agree, and I'll go ahead and I'll throw this one up here. Throw that comment up there. Joey going to preach. You're exactly right. And you know what, Danny? I actually have a license to preach. Not everybody that preach has a license. I actually have a license, so I can do that. I actually, you mentioned that too, and I'll stand just long enough to say this, Lisa, that I taught that in class when I was teaching school, and we were talking about honor and things that are honorable. And I talked about my kids that, said, if you see something needs to be done, do it. Even like picking up that trash. And it was so funny because over the years, teenagers would come up to me and they say, all I remember about honor is picking up trash. Well, okay, so it's a little bit more than that to honor, but that is what it is. I do want to say this really quickly, and I know our time is wrapping up, and I want to make good use of your time in that. And thank you, by the way, for coming on today. Lisa Taylor with the Durant Industrial Authority. We do have new businesses coming in, and people are investing in our county, in our community.
They are, I have people contact me literally every day looking for retail or restaurant space is the most desired space right now.
Wow.
We do have 6 prospects. Again, I can't share details.
That's all right. That's all
I
right.
will as soon as I can. You'll be the first to know. But we do have really good, prospects in the works for that right now. Spending a lot of time over the last year assisting local businesses that are already here in Durant with expansion projects or simply keeping the doors open. Durant Main Street and the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce have been really close partners in assisting our local businesses. We do have a few expansion projects going on right now. I'm sure some of you saw where Cardinal Glass is expanding. That one is almost to completion. And then SG Block that chose, Durant, and they chose to expand in Durant as well. So that's kind of kicking off right now. Just have a lot of great things going on right now. It's a good time to live in Durant. We're growing.
Let me ask you then this, and to get your take on this, because I don't think I could have said that any better. Hi, Penny. Thank you for watching tonight. Appreciate seeing you tonight. It is a good time. It really is. It's a good time to be in Bryan County. It's a good time to be in Durant. It's a good time to be in this area. There is so much growth, and in ways we are outgrowing ourselves. I mean, there are places, things you can look at and go, well, that doesn't take care of all of our needs. And you're right. Right now, it may not. But it's a good problem to have. If you want to call it a problem, it's a good problem to have. It means that we're not stagnant. It means that we're growing. It means people are coming in. It means that there's life. That this city, unlike other places that are on the map, that it was bad enough before 2020, and when 2020 hit, there are places that have dried up. Our place hasn't dried up. So let me ask you, what would you say, just as a way to wrap up, this segment? What do you think about this? I mean, you have grants that you're writing, you have businesses calling you, as you said, every day. Talk about Durant.
Talk about Durant. Durant has some of the best schools around. I believe graduation rate in Durant is 98.5. That statistic just come out recently. We have some really great higher ed going on. We have the Commissary Technology Center, Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Just have really good education opportunities for our kids. A great pipeline of new workers coming up, and it's a great time to be in Durant. So many new housing developments going on right now. They can't build those things fast enough, and I love it. We have a city manager and a mayor and council that believe in Durant, and they do their best to ask questions and do their research and make good decisions for our community, which I will plug that there are, try to make a council meeting. It's, that's another one of my things there is, when you go to council meeting or some of these other meetings that are going on, you don't see people turn out until they have something to ask you for or something to complain about. Folks, get involved. It's not just a right that we have. It's our civic duty. We live in Durant. it's our duty to get involved. If you don't have time or can't make the council meeting, try to make a ward meeting. They're the night before council meeting every single month at the library. And those are really, if you've never been, those are really great meetings to just get in there and get to know our council members and some of the city staff members, and just really have those heart-to-heart talks, and talk through some of the issues that we've had, and try to understand both sides of it. So, and then I'll go ahead and plug, because I did come on here for DIA, I'll go ahead and plug DIA meetings, Durant Industrial Authority. We meet the first Tuesday of every month at 4 p.m. in City Hall. And my office is located out at the airport. Big things coming out there. Can't really share just a whole lot yet, but they're coming. But I am officed out at the Durant Regional Airport now, so come see me.
That's one of those things, by the way, too, is that I invite someone else in, one of our local businessmen, Gavin, who's going to be on here in just a moment. Lisa, I like it so much that I think it's really cool. We're going to get another window up here just because we can. There we go. All right. Now here in a moment, Ty's going to have to actually unmute himself. But Lisa, I think it's really cool. All the things you talk about, one of these days you're going to have to be able to tell us these things, because you're like, hey, listen, we've got good things. I can't say everything yet. So will you let me break some news one of these times?
Absolutely. It's those stinking non-disclosure agreements we can't share. So
Okay.
As soon as we can, we got two business guys right here that can tell you, confidentiality is everything in this business. So, but
Okay.
Yes, Joey, I promise you that one of these days I will come on here and we will break it right here.
Okay, well, I'm going to break one right here. Okay, I get to break this news. I did get permission for this before, so I'm not out of line on this one. But and I know she's watching in the comment section too. We do know our new. I forgot the official name, but it is the Durant Main Street Director. Now it has a new official name, but it is Sarah Lewis. She is going to be the new Durant Main Street Director. And so shout out to Sarah Lewis. Thank you very much for investing in Durant and in this community. I know we're going to get to visit with her sometime soon. We'll actually have something about her in the Patriot very soon as well. So shout out to Sarah, and we're very glad that she's on board. See, I get to break something every now and again, Lisa, and yeah. Other than just like, dishes in the house, we get to break some news tonight here on BCP Live. Lisa, as we transition on, I want to make sure I got these guys on too. I just want to have more than two windows open for a little bit, because we're going to be talking some NX games in a moment. They can find you online. What did you say? How do you say they find you really quickly?
So our website is ok-durant.org, or you can just find us on social media, Durant Industrial Authority.
All right. And you're at the airport. You office at the
I'm at the airport. Come see me.
That is a cool thing. Lisa Taylor with the Durant Industrial Authority, thank you so much for coming online, visiting with us, and just giving us an encouraging word about the city. It's always cool to get to visit with you.
Thanks for having me. See you next time. Coffee.
All right. And I interrupted her saying Coffee Network. I'm sorry about that, Lisa. Anyway, that's all right. We're talking some more here online as we have to visit with Gavin Acree. Ty Booth here are with Annex Games. And just to let you know, I've been wanting to visit with these guys for so long because I love this business. My kids love your business. And, you all have waited so patiently to come on with me because, I want you to be able to show off your goods. So, guys, tell us about NX Games.
Yeah, go ahead, Ty. I'll let you start.
Yeah, so NX Games located at 307 West Main Street in Durant, Oklahoma, right in the heart of Bryan County. We are a gaming lounge. We support pretty much any gaming community that's out there, whether it be card games such as Magic or Pokemon, all the way to gaming events like Super Smash Brothers. We even had a Warzone tournament last weekend, and we're always open to discovering more. Part of the concept or idea was to put a beacon up on the hill and hope that the other people saw the bat signal and came running.
Okay, you had me at bat signal, man. I'm a comics guy, so I definitely you got my attention there. Now I know that you all are on site, so I want to get a chance to look around here in just a moment. But you have so many things that are there. You were talking about the different games that go on. You have. I think if people drive by, they can probably see the big monitor in your in your place of business there. You can see games going on, but it's more than just the electronic games. You guys have board games and stuff too, along just with the card games, the D&D stuff. I can't imagine anybody thinking about, hey, I want to go play something that you guys don't have it.
Well, it would be hard to imagine, but it's probably pretty easily done. But it's one of the things we're always continuing to grow and expand our inventory, whether it be in rental or retail. We have really good communities. We have family members and friends that have been really good to even help donate. A lot of our library is straight from people that we know that were like, hey, we want to help. And then, of course, we're constantly always on the hunt for new communities that are already existing in our current community. That's one of the things that Ty and I found, is that there were already communities built for this. We just hadn't got them all together. And that's where the idea of the bat signal came out, is that, well, okay, let's just see if we can get them together and get them to come into one place. Maybe we can create that atmosphere for them. And so far, we're having a lot of fun at it.
Well, it caught the attention of my kids. I can guarantee you that. Once we walked by, I think I'm trying to recall what downtown. There was a downtown event that was going on. We were walking by, and we just happened to come into the store and go, "Oh my goodness, this is incredible! Where have you people been all our lives?" So yeah, the bat signal definitely has gone out, and it's making a difference. Danny, Aaron's a gamer too. Well, that's cool. I am glad. I'm not as big a gamer as the kids are. Which, by the way, my son was talking to me yesterday or day before, and you guys know I'm a sports broadcaster. Sorry, that's the drinking game here on BCP Live. But I broadcast sports, and actually, one of the things that's getting into a lot of colleges, and I cover college sports a lot, is esports. You guys have ties into the esports as well.
Yeah. Yep, that's actually. I got done talking with Northeastern Oklahoma up in Miami today, just as far as working on a partnership with them as it relates to scholarships. They're actually actively looking and recruiting for Call of Duty Warzone players. So they really want to find some Warzone players that are around here and potentially offer them scholarships, so that way they can actually go to college based off being a gamer.
Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing. That's something that obviously we're very passionate about. And that was part of even creating the business plan for this. Was what we discovered was that there are so many underrepresented high schoolers, students, that they're not doing anything. They're not doing any kind of curriculum, or they're pretty much going to school and they're going home and that's it. Esports is a new outlet. Like 80% of the people who are in these esports programs that are in high school have never done another extracurricular activity. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to, once again, just be that beacon up on the hill to bring these people in, to help get them connected to one another, to form teams, to potentially win at something that we can then provide that almost as a recruitment reel to these recruiters who are already starting to reach out to us and develop connections with us. So that way we can hand these players over to them to potentially help either build a career as a video management as it relates to streaming, doing stuff related to actual event coordinations, or even continuing on from collegiate esports into professional esports.
That is really something, and it's amazing. I didn't realize that. I in the back of my mind, I think, okay, there are kids that aren't getting in some extracurricular stuff, but none at all, and this is just another avenue for them to get in it. We're speaking with Gavin and Ty from Annex Games on Main Street in Durant, and just a great business. You guys keep talking about the beacon on the hill, and I think it's neat that you do that, because I want to personally say what great guys these people are. I have known both of them for many, many years. They are both not only fun people, but they're good men. And I would say that too, because one of my daughters was looking to get into D&D, and she wanted to do D&D. Now, I'm a teenager of the 80s. D&D was a little bit different, had a little bit different take back then. I know it was pretty much the same thing, but it was looked at a little bit differently back then. But I had no problem at all taking my teenage daughter down and learn and have some fun with D&D. And you guys, took her on an adventure and just had fun with her. And I really appreciated that. That's not the only thing you all have going on. I mean, you have the D&D stuff, but you have some tournaments going on, and actually some coming up soon. Is that right?
Correct. We actually have one this weekend on July 2nd, July 3rd. I know it's, or not this weekend, the weekend after.
Yeah, next
July.
weekend.
Yeah.
That's fine. It'll
Yeah,
get here
I'm
quickly,
pumped,
Ty.
I'm pumped for it. It'll get here very, very fast. I'm still preparing for it, but it's going to be a Fortnite tournament. This weekend we had a Call of Duty Warzone, but we're actually going to be doing a Fortnite tournament. And the way that it's going to work for anyone that any parent who wants to potentially show this stream to their kids, so that way they can decipher potentially what I'm about to say. It's going to be, in essence, they're going to be able to come in here, spend $10, have 3 hours of time on our consoles and our PCs, and as they do their eliminations, or as they eliminate their opponents, we'll be keeping track of those points and also track of their positions. And the top 5 scores over that 3 hour time frame will be added together, and that'll be their final score. It'll put them on the leaderboard, and the top 3 over this weekend will leave with up to $125 in cash prizes.
Wow, that's cool. So it's not just bragging rights. There's actually a little bit to go with it, huh?
Yeah, and we actually every Wednesday at 6:00 we actually have Super Smash Brothers Ultimate tournaments, and so there's guys that are showing up here every Wednesday. They're coming in, they're putting $5 to $10 down, and they're leaving at the end of the night with some money. So there's definitely it's definitely an interesting time as where gaming is now as compared to 10 years ago. I definitely remember 10 years ago telling the parents that it would someday be possible to make money playing games, and obviously there's plenty of eyes to be rolled, and just go to college, get a degree.
I want to say I remember hearing exactly the opposite, that I would never make money from playing video games. Not that I have. I'm just saying.
But well, seriously, I mean, okay. It's not a secret. It's well documented on the show. I'm 50. Okay, trying to make 50 look good, but I'm still 50. I would not have thought that. It's one of those things. And when you talk about covering sports, that I mean, it's shifted what I do. I want to be relevant, just like you said, 10 years from now. 10 years from now, I'm sure there will still be football and basketball, but the esports are going to be even that much more on the scene. And it really is something to think about, that you could actually make money doing that. It's interesting. And somebody I know that both of you all know, Andrew Wagnitz, because we've all gone to church with Andrew, and I worked with him in the media department at Victory Life for a number of years. He's one of those folks that he's covered this stuff. I mean, I think you guys knew that. I mean, they're spending in places where they have some of these tournaments. And listen to me, because I'm not making this up, folks. They're spending millions and millions, and I mean, we're talking 9 digits here, not 7 digits, 9 digits here on these tournaments, and people are walking away with enough money to live on for a long time.
Yeah, they're just kind of to reinforce that. In 2019, the Dota 2 World Championship, Dota 2 being one of the many games that you can have a championship in. It was a 5-player team, and each one of them walked away with $3 million each.
Oh my goodness!
To kind of put that in perspective, I think Tiger Woods got like $1.8 million for his Masters Cup. So and then each one of these guys was obviously under the age of 21 as well.
And what was I doing at 21? Man, I sure wasn't making 7 digits. That's for sure. And the sponsorships too.
Yeah,
I mean, the sponsorship, the businesses get involved in it. It's not something that's just out there on the fringe. We're talking people that are really high tech into the business. Well, we're speaking with Gavin and Ty here from Annex Games, and it's been pointed out that I'm an elder on the Durant Main Street board. So I think Danny should just keep some of those thoughts to the inside, but that's all right. No, you have a lot going on. I know that when I brought the kids down, they can come down and they can play for, a certain amount of money for an hour's time on the computers or even on the board games or whatever. But you all have memberships too, right? Talk about that.
Yeah, so we originally just had one membership, which was related to our trading card game competitions, which is the TCG player membership. That was around $15 a month, but we've actually just recently expanded that to where we actually are going to be running a esports membership for the same $15 a month. You get 3 hours for free each month, and then any additional hours are 25% off for the rest of that month. So if you
Nice.
wind up being here quite often, it winds up being much more feasible for you to sign up for this. But not only do you get a discounted rate on our hours, you also have a chance each month to win 10 hours. That's kind of just something that we do with any membership that we're going to be offering. There'll always be a chance to win something just for continuing to come back. So their chance right now would be to win 10 hours each month based off that $50
I like that.
membership.
I'd like to win that. Well, okay. Somebody do me, one of you guys, and Gavin. I don't know if Ty got the short straw or the long straw, because man, he's taken over the talking. So somebody show me around.
The answer to the questions that you've asked.
Okay, all right. Somebody show us around just a little bit, and I'm going to shift this thing here, and we may try to make it where I think we can see you a little bit better. So
Sure,
let's see what I can do here. All
I'm
right.
gonna
We're
walk
both
this up.
in, but you're the man now. We see you
It's
the
all
most.
good. Well, I'm gonna kind of walk us up here to the front and kind of give you guys an idea. So we talked about our esports platform, and so we have 16 PCs, and then we have consoles, and we have PS4s, we have Xboxes, we have PS5. The Xbox is the Series X. And then we also do Switches, which is like we talked about for Super Smash and things like that. And so you can kind of see all of these are running your RTX 3070s. And so they are considered top of the line right now. We've tried to throw just about any game we could to make them slow down or even to flinch, and they haven't yet. Literally in a shop where gamers come in to try to break your things, because it's not a harsh thing. It's a testing thing. Like it's a rite of passage thing. And for them to do that, they have done pretty well. So not really a challenge. I don't really want somebody to sit, but challenge, I guess it'll be accepted. So obviously we do board games. And so this is one of the things I was going to show that we were talking about earlier is you can come in and rent a board game. Actually tonight, all summer, Tuesday nights are the best time to do that, especially as a family. We have free board game time. So if you're wondering what to do as a family, what's that? If Tuesday night is your night for family night, then it's great. Come down here. You can grab one of these board games and just hang out and play. We also, throughout the summer, will have those board games. One board game a week will be highlighted. So that way, even in case like you see this and you're like, oh, I have no idea what I would pick, and that would be the whole night, right? If you're like my family, right? And we can't make decisions. and so we even have one that's highlighted for you if that's your thing, right? If not, we also do like Joey had mentioned earlier. We have D&D. We have a whole D&D table, so I'm kind of walking you by our store so you can kind of see it as well. But yeah, we have an actual D&D table. There's actually even a TV under here if you like digital campaigns. We've got show you our this is actually our book resources. So we have all of our if you don't have D&D books, we have them at the store, so you can come and actually pull from ours. We actually have terrain, we have miniatures. So if you don't have those as well, we actually have some awesome, shout out to Kevin Shellhorse. He's a coach and local coach that he has let us use tons of his minis. So it's one of those things that our main point of the shop was about building community in our community. And so that's really our goal. We have retail stuff and things like that because obviously we want to stay open and keep the lights on. But our heart was to create a space that people could actually come together and hang out and actually have fun across the table from one another. So obviously PCs don't always do that, but I can't solve that problem for all of us parents that are wanting our kids off of PCs, right? But I can at least give you hope that I can get them out of the room and in the same room with another human being, which is at least a lot more than most kids are getting right now, right? Yeah. And so we're always creating that space to where community can grow, right?
That is cool. Hey, listen, can you walk? I mentioned the big monitor. Walk over to the big monitor really quickly. I don't know do you have anything on it?
It's probably off right now.
It's probably off. Okay.
That's all right. I'll still show you. But if you do come into our shop, the first thing you're going to see is this big old. If you go by, you usually see that big old TV right there. And
there we go.
It's usually got something pretty bright. And flashy. That's all right.
All right. Well, let me bring you back in, and I'll bring Ty back in too, so we can see that fantastic tour. Man, I've been wanting to see that. for so long. I think it is so neat that you guys have that. And one other thing too, and thank you so much for taking time on a Tuesday night. I know this is business hours for you guys. So I really appreciate you taking some time to talk and visit about that. You have the let me throw this on there with our new Durant Main Street director, intentionally creating space for the community. How about that? So that's pretty cool. I appreciate that, and definitely I appreciate the fact that they want to do that, guys. It's you have you talked about that. I mentioned the D&D. We talked about the board games. We've talked about the esports, which entails some of the stuff with the obviously the computers and the stuff you mentioned there too. And I know it took a while to get it because you were trying to start this in the middle of when COVID went and trying to get all your tables and computers. I remember trying to get them in from overseas. They kept being stuck. I'm so glad you have them now. But even with all that, you guys have the card stuff going on too. You have a lot of folks that are passionate about I don't want to say card games because I don't want someone to look at me and go, that's not what it is, Joey. It's not a game, but it's a community. How's that right? Is that right? Gaming card community.
Yeah, I'd say our card community and specifically Magic the Gathering is probably the most healthy and largest community that we've had since our history of opening, which is since September of last year. But that they really have been a huge part of us being able to build and sustain throughout the pandemic and all that stuff that went through. And it was a mess. I remember I think our desks actually literally got held in a shipping container for like 2 weeks, just sitting in a port.
Yeah, it was more like a month. It was a lot of expensive computers just sitting in a dock. It was great.
Yeah. And but your computers are the coolest thing. Seriously, the coolest things in town. You have those multicolored computers. I love walking in your store and I stare at them sometimes. I know people probably think I'm weird. That's a whole different topic for
flashing
another
lights,
night.
man.
But yeah,
flashing
the flashing lights, man, they're great. I love them. I wish my computer looked like that. Well, hey, all right. Go ahead, Ty.
Well, I just wanted to follow back. Magic obviously is the biggest trading card game community that we have, but Pokemon is beginning to fire off, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh! Those are two other very big card communities. Pokemon we actually had our first Pokemon event ever last 2 weekends ago. And that it was really great to see that group of people. It's a completely different group of people. Once again, we put the beacon up on the hill, and they answered the call, and they're ready to answer it some more. They've already been messaging me at all hours of the day and night, asking when the next one is, and that's definitely something that's just really awesome to be able to build those different communities. And then one other area that I think needs a shout out is the Warhammer or wargaming community, which is where these group of guys, they buy these models of different kinds of material, and they, based off the way that the model is glued together or stuck together, create the statistics and attributes of these units, and they actually deploy full-on military forces that battle each other. There's rules and dice all around the whole thing, and it's very involved and very interesting to watch. But that community, those guys just love to battle and war with each other. They're here at least 3 or 4 times each week. There's a Star Wars alternative to it, and there's also another guy that's getting one related BattleTech started as well. So we got wargaming, we got trading card games, we got esports, D&D. I don't think we have bingo, or maybe that's something we need to look into. But we'll put the light up on the hill, and if people answer for bingo, that's what we'll do.
Well, got the bat signal going on. All right, I know somebody that so I'm gonna throw this one up there.
Yeah,
Josh,
heard
with
of that
the
guy.
Pokemon have you heard of that guy? Pokemon for the win. Yeah, I've heard of that guy too.
Professor Josh, as somebody knows him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely the man. I will say that. Shout out to Joshua Needham. But I think that needs to be on whatever your next product is that you sell. I've heard Beacon on the Hill enough times that I don't know if it needs to be on the T-shirt, the coffee mug, whatever it is. You guys need to have something with that on there. But I'd love to go on and talk about it all night long. I will say again, and let me wrap up our time to make sure I'm using your time well, guys. But before I give you a chance, think about what you want to say to wrap up and invite the people to come out. I can't say enough about these two guys. And again, as a father of 5 and now granddaddy, even though I'm not old enough, but that's beside the point. Granddaddy of 2 more. I have no problem with any of my 5 children or my grandchildren coming to your place of business, because I know that you're good men, you're godly men, and I appreciate that. You're gonna take care of the kids and the families when they come in there. You're going to do things that are going to be to their benefit, always to their positive, and it'll be something where I know everyone can have fun. So flip a coin, who goes first, and invite the folks to come out.
Well, I mean, I'll go first since I've given Ty the short straw most of the so, since Joey called me out on it.
No. Some people don't like to talk as much as I do. I mean, it's fine.
If I said that, I'd be, everybody'd be calling me out on that. So, no, I would say, now, whatever your game is, regardless, like even if it's Monopoly, I don't think we have a plain old Monopoly version right now, but man, we'll get one for you. Because whatever it is, if you're passionate about something, we know that passion creates community. And so we'd love to be a part of seeing that come to light in this community. So that's literally everything that we've built in our store so far has been community led. It's been our heart to see that, because we wanted to do things in our store that people in our community wanted to do. So, let us know what that is. We'd be glad to help out.
Ty?
Ultimately, we want to know who you are. So come to our shop. We want to know who you are. We want to introduce you to everyone else at the shop, just so that way we can continue to build that community. Everyone is welcome here. Just come play a game. We're excited to play.
All right. By the way, Danny says you said you only have plain old Monopoly. I think that in our house, I don't know. Josh says he has Mario Kart Monopoly. I think we have Super Mario Brothers Monopoly or something like that. Danny has Durant-opoly. I know I have a plain old Monopoly somewhere, but that's,
I knew Durant-opoly. I knew Texoma-opoly, but not
there was a Lake Texoma-opoly at another store in town somewhere too. So I don't know. I'm sure I have one that has to do with college football somewhere. That's everybody has their key. Guys, where are you located one more time, and can they find you online too?
Yes, 307 West Main, and you can hit the other one.
307 West Main. Also, we're very active on Facebook, facebook.com/AnnexGamesGG, Instagram.com/AnnexGamesGG. Pretty much social network /AnnexGamesGG. We secured that spot just to make sure it's all one and the same. And then if you're a
Discord user, we do have a Discord. So please.
Yes, lots of folks. I'm sure that my kids are into the boy. Jake is definitely in the Discord. As a matter of fact, I told him today. I said, "Can you get in touch with your friend?" He said, "Yeah, I'll hook him up on Discord." Yeah. I would have used like the phone, but no, he went straight to Discord to make contact there. All right, let me say it again. Linda's asking 307 West Main, correct? 307 West Main, and they can find you on Facebook, Annex Games. They can find you online with all those URLs that you mentioned. Guys, it is so cool. I cannot say enough about your store and how cool it is, and I enjoy stopping by. It means a lot to me. I'm glad that you guys are there, and I'm glad that if we're going to have a store like this, I'm glad y'all are doing it. I really am. I can't say enough good things about you guys. So before people think I'm just starting making stuff up, and I don't really mean it, but no, I do. Listen, and I've known y'all for a long time, even though I'm older than both of you. Although Gavin, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe tonight you might look a little older than I do tonight.
Yeah,
See, kids. But no, that's how you blame it right there. kids. This is where I am. I got to perform Gavin's wedding for he and his wife. So that we go back a long, your mother-in-law
Over 15
just
years.
commented has to be over 15 years. So, but see, here's the cool thing, guys. If you're ever wondering about the whole shaved look, and I've already had people today talk about my hairstyle, and that's fine. But see, if I were to ever go gray, you're never going to know it. You're never going to know it. Now, granted, Mrs. Patriot keeps pointing to some blonder hairs in the beard, but that's anyway, that's beside the point. This went off the rails. I apologize. Completely went off the rails. Annex Games. There we go. Annex Games, 307 West Main in Durant. Guys, I appreciate you so much. I'm looking forward to stopping back by again sometime soon. The next tournament is when, Ty?
It is July 2nd to 3rd, all day long. Just come in and play your rounds. We'll get the scores submitted, and we'll announce the winners the Sunday after.
All right. Is there a fee for that tournament?
So in essence, you $10 to 3 hours, but you can keep playing as long as you want. You just keep reloading on the 3 hour, $10 increments.
All right. All right. That's it. I look forward to the next time that I have you all on. Please come back on the show again. Please
Sounds
do.
good.
And maybe we can talk about some more of these connections with the colleges and the esports stuff, because it sounds like it's the beginning of good working relationships there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. That's Gavin. That is Ty there with Annex Games. And guys, have a good night. Thanks again.
You too, Joey.
All right. And I will let them go now. How cool is that? Kim says that my hair has been that easy for years. Yes, it has. I looked back, by the way. I think I shaved it all off for the first time in 2005. So I don't know what that means. Don't know if anyone got anything out of that or not, but that's okay. Annex Games. Has this not been a great night? Man, I hope that everyone got to stick around. If you were watching this tonight, thank you so much for watching and for commenting. If you are watching the replay, whether it be tomorrow, maybe you're watching this on YouTube. The YouTube channel is growing, so please subscribe to the Bryan County Patriot YouTube channel. I do want to also encourage folks, please do subscribe to a couple of the sister YouTube channels for the Bryan County Patriot at Midwest Sportsnet and Southeast Sportsnet. Please do subscribe to those channels because it does help the business overall. All right. Did I miss anything? We're going to wrap up now. So if anybody, did I miss anything in the comment section? We got to break news tonight. Sarah Lewis, the new Durant Main Street director. We will talk with her a little bit later on, and we'll also get to talk about her and the Bryan County Patriot on bryancountypatriot.com. Anybody tell me? Linda, thank you for stopping by tonight. Josh, man, I'm glad you stopped by tonight as well. Kim, thank you for stopping by tonight. I forgot you? No, I'd never forget you, Kim. I appreciate that. Danny, let me see. Susan and Sarah, thank you, by the way, for stopping by tonight. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Let's see if I got anybody else. Ronnie was on a little earlier tonight. Have to stop by and get some more coffee at the office, Ronnie. Penny, thank you for stopping by tonight as well. And I think that about wraps it all up for Lisa Taylor coming on the show. I appreciate her as well as Gavin and Ty from Annex Games. Good show next week. Got a good show next week coming up as well. So in the meantime, I think I'll be able to get this done before we hit the 50-minute mark. All right, here we go. Be wise. Be wise. You can do this. If you feel like you're lacking wisdom, ask God. He said he would give it to you generously, liberally, and without finding fault. Second, walk in love. I say sometimes it doesn't hurt anything to walk in love. You know what? Sometimes it does. Sometimes it hurts a little bit to walk in love. So what? So what? It's worth it. Walk in love. And third, do not live in fear. Don't do it. I dare you. I double dog dare you to not live in fear. Be wise, walk in love, do not live in fear. Steve, hey, God bless you, man. Thank you for saying hi tonight. And Sarah, I do look forward to getting to visit with you sometime soon. I want to say again, thanks to Ty, to Gavin, and to Lisa. I'm Joey McWilliams. Thank you for watching tonight. Excuse me. It means a lot to me every time. I never, ever, ever, ever take that for granted. So we'll see you next Tuesday night, 9 o'clock. And in the meantime, keep watching and keep tuning over to the Bryan County Patriot at bryancountypatriot.com. God bless you all, every single one of you, and have a great night.